start to practice jazz turns, which are parallel turns, and they're also outside turns, we're going to use this exercise to help build up your leg, your quad, calf, and ankle strength so we can get into turning and really work our spots. So when we first start this, as I've explained with your prep, we're just going to start with our feet in a parallel first position. First thing we do is we parallel tendu our right foot out. We're practicing the right side for right now. Hands will come into a T. As we bring our right arm down, we're going to bring that right foot behind us and go into a forced arch, hips and shoulders directly to the front. My left arm is out to the left. My right arm is going straight forward from my shoulder. Okay? My back heel is way off of the ground, way off of the ground. Okay? Both of my toes are facing forward. I'm not turning out my back foot. Both feet are parallel, facing forward. My feet are hip width apart, so they're even with the alignment of my hips. So my feet are not right behind each other. You want to make sure that they're hip distance apart. I should be able to see both of your feet as you go into your parallel jazz turn prep. Okay? If you look from the side, as I take my step back, it's not a super huge step. It's about 2 marching steps. Okay? So I'm making sure that there's enough room and my weight is directly in the center of both of my feet. So I'm not pushing back into that forced arch, and I'm not pushing forward into the supporting leg. So when I plie straight down towards the ground, sending my hips towards the ground. Okay? And you want to make sure that your upper body does not lean forward as you go into this prep. You need to make sure your upper body is completely vertical. Okay? The first part of this exercise, we're going to practice just getting into our position for our turn. So as we get past our prep, when we're going into our turn, your back leg right now, which is right now is your right leg, is going to be pulling up into a passe as fast as you can. Have your foot against your knee. Make sure that you're not wrapping your foot around and you're not flexing your foot. Okay? And this is a parallel turn, so our passe is going forward because it is parallel. Okay? When we do this, making a big beach ball with our hands. I like to have my fingertips touching so that I know that they are together. Your hands are going to be sternum level, okay, and not down by your belly button. So you want your hands up by your sternum. Try to hide your thumbs. Sometimes they'll get away from you a little bit, but we want to make sure we're trying to hide them behind. Okay, and make sure your fingers are not spread apart. So, the count structure for this is going to be 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. This is for our very first section. We're just practicing shooting up that leg into passe. Okay? So we have a 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming down on count 8. Okay? Then you're going to do that 4 times. Okay? After that, going into the next section, we're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to push into into releve. So when we do this, you have to make sure that your body gets on top of your left leg before you go up into releve. Okay? When you're back here, don't lift your front heel early. You want to make sure that your whole foot, your whole left foot is on the ground. Okay? So as you shoot up, you have to get on top of your leg. So you're pushing off of the back leg, pushing into the ground with your right leg to push your body forward on top of your leg, then going up into releve and keeping that supporting leg as straight as you can. Okay? So it's 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming down on count 8. That's the second section. So, first section, you're flat-footed. Second section, you're in releve. And you'll do that 4 times. Okay? And you can just continue your counting. After that, we're actually going to go into quarter turns. We're going to make our way around the world. So we're doing right outside turns. So when you're in your prep, a good thing to remember for which direction you're turning is that you're going to be turning towards the leg you have behind you. Okay? So for our quarter turns, we're going to be working our spot. Okay? And we're turning to the right. So for our arms specifically, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll close on count 5. Okay? So 4 and 5. Then coming back down on count 8 after we hold. So going to a quarter turn, we're just going to the corner. And you have to make sure that your vision gets there before your body does, okay, so that we're working our spot. So let's see what that looks like. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and you'll go all the way around with that, which is 4 times. After we do that 4 times, we're going to do half turns. So from here, so we just finished our quarter turns going all the way around. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So trying your hardest not to overturn, especially as I did. It's gonna have, you have to make sure you give enough energy to get to where you're going, but not too much so that you pass it. Okay? We're doing that 4 times. So you'll make it, if you start from the front, you go to the back, then back to the front, then go to the back again, and then make it back to the front. So you'll do 4 half turns. Okay? After that, we'll get into singles. So feet in parallel position. So we'll go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Working that spot, making sure that your vision is getting back to the front before your body does. If you're in beginning, you're going to be doing 4 singles. Okay? If you're in intermediate, you're going to be doing 2 singles and 2 doubles. If you're in advanced, you're doing 1 single, 2 doubles, and 1 triple. Okay, at the end of this exercise. So the first section is 4 preps, flat-footed. Then you have 4 preps going into releve. Then you have quarter turns. So each section is about 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 quarter turns. So you go to this corner, 3, 2, 3. Then you get back to here. Then you do half turns. So you go to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front. 4 quarter turns. Then if you're in beginning, you'll do 4 singles. If you're in intermediate, you do 2 singles and 2 doubles. If you're in advanced, you do 1 single, 2 doubles, and 1 triple. Okay? All right. Okay, this demonstration is for if you're in beginning. If you're in intermediate or advanced, at the very end, you'll do intermediate. You'll do, like I said previously, 2 singles, 2 doubles. Advanced, you're doing 1 single, 2 doubles, and 1 triple. Okay, for a total of 4 turns at the end. So here's the entire exercise. 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 3, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, now releve, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, quarter turns, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, half turns, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, singles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, last one, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo! When you do this, do it with music because you'll get out of breath while you're counting. Happy turning, everyone.